Welcome everyone to the season finale of the ISCR Throwback series. We're back here at Atlanta, but under the lights. Mitchell Hodak is on pole for tonight's race. Sam Malkey starts alongside him. Here's the full qualifying results. Bad run for Tony Green, 32.5 right there. So, how many drivers are in contention? 14 drivers have a chance to walk home with the championship trophy in their hands. But of course, for some, they need the near impossible to happen. Have everyone in front, wreck out, win the race, get maximum points, and here's the race command.
Drivers, start your engines!
Engines fired up, here we go. So, who are the 14 contenders? Well, Noelle Holiday has gained the points lead. She has a 10-point lead over Cole Colby. Karma Crust up to third in points, 14 points behind. Richard Anderson is in fourth, 16 points behind. Raven Fisher remains in fifth, 24 points behind. Tina McCoy has dropped to sixth. The big favorite is currently in sixth place, 28 points back. So not too big, but it's got some work to do here. Noodles in seventh place. Now the gap is pretty big, right? Well, not that big, but 57 points back. Tony Green is in eighth. We saw him, he qualified last, so he's got a lot of work to do. 64 points back. Kenny Johnson is in ninth, 68 points behind. Let's say Kenny Johnson again. Winnie Calhoun is in 10th, 87 points. Max Anderson, 91. Alexander Rowe, 112. Josh King, 114. Did I miss anyone? And David Davison is 14th place, 147 points back. Alright, here we go, getting ready to go green. Final race of the season here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Who's going to win the race, and who's going to win the championship? Here we go. Green flag is out, and we're underway here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Once again, championship race is longer. Usually is. Draw out the drama. There's Fisher in the 24. He qualified the highest. He has not won a single race. 3 top 5, 7 top 10s. But the average finish isn't that big between the leaders, so he's not a big underdog. He's a small underdog. So it won't be a mega surprise if he were to take it home tonight. First lap led by Mitchell Hodak. There's Karma Crust in a 90. Big turnaround by the 90 team, and probably a little bit of luck on their side with the 7-1 having so many issues with his car. That definitely helped them. They're third in points. Yeah, not too long ago, they're down there in 20th. Top 20, top 25 area. Jeff Scott in the 9, second. Scott was running good for a little bit, but then fell back, could not recover. Connor Breen in the 7 now. Talladega winner in third place. As there goes Scott to the inside to the race lead. Samuel Oskin in the 31. Oh, contact between the two. Oh, more contact. Oh, there they go. And there goes 2 championship contenders already, and possibly more. Big pile up into turn 3. Lot of cars, several cars, a whole bunch of cars, more than several. What am I saying? But looks like most of them drive away with very little damage. Caution is out. Jeff Scott is our leader. Let's take a look at the replay. So already 2 championship contenders get together, the 90 and the 24. Looks like the 90 came up and doored the 24. Fisher didn't like that. He paid him back, but ultimately they both crash and cause a big wreck. Somehow Keys just got through. Dale Nugent in the 25 into the wall head on, but not a big head on collision. And back there you see the pile up. There's Anderson in the 14 who won the first Atlanta event. Noelle Holiday, our points leader, entering this race. We see Kenny Johnson, Alexander Rowe, Cole Colby, Noodles, Tina McCoy. And then the rest we see Mew, O'Reilly, Bouchard, Butcher, Rodriguez, Oaks. Yeah, but not, well, a lot of cars involved, but everyone able to drive away from that. I think we might have a few retirees, but none of the major contenders. Take a look at here at the back straight, or the back of the pack. There's Tony Green, he runs it back to 21, 21-00 into the 4, so that's 4 right there. 4 contenders. Colin Cropley, Noodles, oh, he's got quite a bit of damage actually to the hood. So that might be it for the 97 team, but they might not be out, but still, they'll be just trailing along, just hoping for the best, hoping for everyone to wreck, of course. So yeah, a big pile up, but not a lot of big hits or anything like that. No one upside down. So that's the first caution of the night. Let's take you back to the restart. Getting ready to go green here. So yep, that's it for the 97. He'll finish last. So as a one, the championship contender out of the race and out of contention. David Davison, Cole Colby are both a lap down. David Davison gets a super mega long shot. He has to have all the contenders wreck out. He's already got one. Just needs another 12 more to get taken out of the race. But of course, they got to finish like really low. Like the points leaders need to finish super low, while the others can finish maybe top 35, top 30, and he could still win it. But of course, he has to get maximum points. He's already in a tough spot. One lap down, green flag waves, we're back underway. So will we have a new winner tonight, or will it be a repeat winner? 21 very slow in the restarts. Man, this 21 team, they fought really hard. Looks like they're going to go winless too. Now they deserve at least 1 or 2 wins, but that's how racing is sometimes. Yeah, he's doing it. Yeah, there's nothing he can do right here. He can't keep up the pace with the lead lap cars. He's just got to cross his fingers and yeah. And he's only 10 points behind too. Well, he could definitely still win this. But he needs more than just a points leader to get taken out. There's Tatum McCoy in a 71. Man, they've had such a good season, but these past few races, we've all seen it. We all heard it. They're 6th now. I don't think they ever dropped out of the top 5 since, I don't know, their win in Las Vegas. And that was way back in the 3rd race of the season. They're in 20th. Definitely not good. How is Adam doing in the 5 car? Man, they won 2 races this season. And then they just fell all the way back. They're 18th in points. So I don't know if they could still get a top 10 points finish. But if they can't, then yeah, so be it. At least they got 2 wins. At least. Kenny Johnson in the 0-2. He had a horrible first half of the season. And now he's up here. Well, again, he's 9th in points, so I don't think they're expecting to win the championship tonight, but they could still do it. That would be a big win. Yeah, the Penske cars, the 0-2, the 12, and the 2 car. Only Rodriguez has won it. That's all the way back at Daytona. But who would have thought Kenny Johnson will be the one to win it all for Roger Penske? Maybe. Who knows? Wendy Calhoun in a 10. Winner at Indianapolis. Finally got that win, that top 5 finish. That team very impressive. As they try to get by Max Anderson, who's another contender. But of course, yep. Oh, nearly got a wreck there. Calhoun is 10th. 87 points behind. So he definitely needs to finish ahead of, like, quite ahead. You know, the field separated thanks to the 21 car getting in the way. David Davison still, yeah, he's where 3rd place is supposed to be right now. Doing the best he can here. Here goes the 40. Mitchell Hoda back to the front. Here goes Jeff Scott in the 9 to the inside, side by side for the race lead once again. Here goes the 40 car. The 7. He'll get by as well. Then we'll see another caution, probably in the next 5 to 7 laps. As Scott has cleared Mitchell Hodak. Hodak trying to get his 3rd win of the season. He'll have the most wins out of everyone. It's been 1 or 2 or 0. But yeah. Two tenths back, matching his car number here. Connor Breen up to third as he got by the 40. He almost swept Talladega. As Scott washes up, way up the racetrack he goes. And here comes the 20 car fighting back. Here it goes. We're closing in on Cole Colby. Yeah, we're closing in really quick. I mean, yeah, we're closing in on him, and Scott just led that one. Yeah, 21 car is super slow. He's about to go 2 laps down. He's running 170. These drivers are reaching 190. So, the leader is going to have to get around him again. Connor is now to second. Toby McCoy up to third. Yeah, I just kept that incorrect car. That's a 2001 car, not the 2000 car. As Dodge was not in NASCAR at that time, but yeah, I just left it in there. Getting a little racy here. There's Nick Kennedy in the 18. He's no longer last. He's 41st. 4 top 5s and 5 top 10. That's quite a few for a driver who's sitting in 41st, but a 25.33 average finish. He is just trying to win this thing now. His teammates got 2. Now it's his turn as the leaders getting by to 21. 2 of them get by. Gonna be 3. Holding up the inside line here. Oh, we see Fisher's also a lap down here. Oh, brake failure on a 24. There's Carlos Rodriguez. There's Fisher. Rodriguez trailing along. Ryan Butcher. There's Richard Anderson. He's back here in 34th. Now, a lot of rear end getting banged up, slowing him down tremendously. Or maybe not tremendously, but enough to lose touch with the back. Can't keep up the pace. King, Green back here. So where is Noel Holiday? 24th. There's Carmer Cross, who was part of that wreck. 21st. Tito McCoy up ahead. Now he's 22nd. Now he's 21st. But it's not enough. What about the rest? Well, we know where the 14 of Anderson is. We know where Fisher is now. So Cole Colby, we already know. Kenny Johnson is in 16th. Holiday is in 24th. Yeah, that's not going to be enough. Gonna need more. Calhoun, Anderson, yeah, they're gonna need more. Jeff Scott trying to get that lead back as they almost wrecked off turn 2. Nick Kennedy is 1.38 seconds back. He's running all alone, doing everything he can to close in. 8th place is Chris Kyle, 3.2, the 17, 3.5, and the 43, 3.6. So they're going to need a caution to catch back up. It's either been Scott or Hodak so far, as Connor Breen now trying to take second place away. Separated again to the 21 car. We're probably going to catch more slow cars soon. Yeah, we keep on this long green flag run. Well, Kennedy's caught up with some of these guys. He's up here in 5th now. Or 4th. Yeah, he's 4th. Next slow car in the way. Oh, it's the 90 car. Carmer Crust. Here's a yellow flag out. Well, I'm going to throw one out myself then. Caution, caution, caution. Caution is out for the 90 car. Stopped on the back straightaway. Huge championship implications, as Rick Allen would say. Alright, yellow is out for the second time tonight. Let's take a look at the replay. Well, he wasn't in the best position, but he was still running. He was still up ahead. They all needed a caution, but you know what become the caution? He blew up right just like an inch behind the start finish line. And that's it for the 90 car. They had such a, well, at first they didn't really have a good season, but then they got the win. And then they started racking up top 5s, top 10s. They have this They're tied for the most top 10s this season with 9. Holiday also having 9 top 10s as well. Well, there's nothing to be disappointed with this 90 team. They ran really good. They won a race. And a little lag over there. They ran so good. They're third. They're still most likely still going to get a top 10 finish, top 10 points finish. Maybe still hang on for a top 5. Because the way some of these other guys are running. And he comes to a stop on the apron. But I decided to throw the yellow out myself. So that's it for the 90 car. He is out. So there goes our second championship contender out of the race. So that's our second yellow of the night. We'll take you back to the restart. Alright, here we go. So it looks like Bouchard also has blown up. He has a header. So it was a valve on the number 90 car. He'll finish 39th tonight. So we've got 3 cars on the inside now, 21 in the middle of the 1 and the 24, so that's going to be tough for Fisher to get by. .37th. He could still win this. He's only a lap down. He's still got a fast race car, I believe. Oh yeah, he only had a brake failure. They got it fixed. Surprisingly fast. Maybe it was overheating. But it's going to be really interesting adding up all the points after this. Very, very interesting. Here we go. Coming to the green. We're back underway. David Davison doesn't really get going there. Scott easily clears him. So they gotta beat the leader at least in the turns. Then he got a fighting chance. Well, he could still get up there, but it's been pretty hard for the 1 car. Trying to get through here. Oh, nearly 4 wide back there. The 10. Can the 10 just pass everyone on the outside? Not quite, but could still try. Oh, it's getting really tight. There goes Tina McCoy just blasting by. Still 4 wide. And they made it. Calhoun gonna go through the middle. There's Holiday in the 50. Uh-oh, they're gonna wreck again. 5 and 26 to 17. Oh, it's gonna be not a big wreck, but the 5 cars in the wall. Alexander Rowe also involved. Green is still out. Nonetheless, I have something to say about that. I'm kind of late on this, but okay. Caution is out. And here comes the 1. Scott side by side with Jeff Scott. And he's going to get 1 lap back. Scott still up there on the outside. Here comes a 20 on the inside. Can he beat him to the line? I don't think he can. No, he cannot. Jeff Scott takes a yellow flag once again. Hey, no, contact. Oh, got another spinner. Oh, the caution would have probably come out anyway. Alright, let's take a look at the replay. So these guys were 4 wide. So then you can see the 5 and the 26 pushes up to the 17, but only 2 of these guys went around. Both of them into the wall there. 5 and the 4. So it was a pretty simple or small wreck with 2 cars getting into the inside wall. And that another spinner, well, this is going to be pretty wild. Check this out. That another spinner was Alexander Rowe, but he didn't spin. Look at this. Watch, wait for it. There we go. What the hell was that? I think he was trying to get the pit road, and I guess the AI just kind of like messed up. He locks up the brakes. Yeah, that was pretty funny. So then his car just, I don't know, somehow just slides into this pit stall. But yeah, that's the another spinner. Alright, we'll take you back to the restart. Okay, here we go. Now another header, this time on Chris Kyle's car. So 36 cars remain. Fisher now, he's ahead. Can he get a lap back? Well, if he gets a lap back, we had a caution. Less than 10 laps to go. So we're gonna have to slice and dice way through the field if he does get that lap back. And if we have time for another restart, we don't know when we're gonna get that another caution. So 36 cars remain, 33 on the lead lap. Pace cars coming in. Green flag, we're back underway. There are 14 contenders and none of them are really running that good. We got Kenny Johnson there in 9th place. We have Anderson, Max Anderson. He was up in the top 10 for a bit. As they're being held up by 2 slow cars, a 4 and a 21. There goes Connor Breen to the inside. Well, Fisher does have damage, right? He did that damage from the first wreck. And only close, very close. Tina McCoy's up here in 13th place. Noah Holiday's in 23rd. Oh no, oh, fourth's gonna get dumped. Almost. Well, if we get another yellow now, lap cars will have to start single file. So that's good if you pass them, bad if you restart behind them. Oh, and the 99 is up in smoke. Oh, and a big crash. 50 car Holiday's involved. King, Green, Cropley, Butcher, and Richard Anderson. Is that smoke from the 50 or from the 99? It's from the 50 and the 99. And Holiday's out. She is out. And there goes another one at the line. Hodak takes the yellow flag. No contact. They're just slamming into each other here. Did they? Or was I just seeing things? Alright, we'll take a look at the replay. Worst place to have a failure. The 99 of Patrick Mew was in the middle. And not to mention there was a pack right behind him. So his car goes up in smoke. He quickly tries to get down to the inside. But then Holiday right into the back of the 99, nearly going up and over. Richard Anderson and Max Anderson. There's Josh King and Colin Cropley. And Tony Green. Yeah, this is not good for the 50 of Holiday here. She could still win it despite being out of the race, of course. But of course, yeah, the gap isn't that big. It's only 10 points. Well, Conor Cross is out. Anderson, part of the wreck, but he's still going to be in it, it looks like. Fisher and Tina McCoy, 24 points, 28 points actually. And McCoy got through. Picked up a lot of spots on this restart thanks to the lap cars. A lot of damage on the 3. As well as the 8 car, Tony Green, who had that bad qualifying run and hasn't been making up a lot of spots, just been benefiting from the crashes. So still not counting him out yet. Who knows what can happen here tonight at Atlanta Motor Speedway. We'll take a look back to the restart. So with the lap cars now not restarting on the inside, allows them to make some passes on the inside if they can do it. So 31 cars are left, 27 on the lead lap. So our points leader is going to finish 35th tonight. Anderson is 33rd, 43 car. So that pretty much counts him out. Here we go. Green flag. Green flag. We're back underway. Hodak with a really good restart here. Oh, Jeff Scott having issues here. Oh, I just noticed that Jeff Scott has a fuel system problem, and just when the guys are done with slow cars and lap cars, Scott has a fuel system break on him or has some kind of issue. He probably can't believe he was running so good. Oh, there goes the 2, and they're around. Yellow. We're racing it back. I don't think so. No, we're not racing it back. Alright. Looks like Mitchell Hodak took the lead. Once again took the yellow flag. We'll take a look at the replay. Think we got time for one more restart here. So Ibrahim trying to get by Jeff Scott, but the 22 has his nose stuck out there just enough to get him turned around. So he goes for a spin. Definitely a season for kid for Ibrahim. 39th in points, also having that flip at Homestead early in the race. But he just slides, keeps on going. And yep, that is all. Take you back to the restart. Alright, 2 laps to go when they take the green flag. And the fuel line. Oh, that's been a while since we've seen that. The fuel line broke on the one car. He was the only one to get a lap back, and yeah, he was close to getting it as we're getting ready to go green here. Mitchell Hodak looking for his 3rd win of the season. Toby McCoy, Sun Malkeys looking for their 1st. Green flag is waving. We're back underway. 2 laps to go. And there goes a 40 down to the inside. That out of place number 40 Dodge. Sun Malkeys in 2nd. Connor Green up to 4th. No, I mean up to 3rd. Nick Kennedy's back here in 5th. Sam Oscan. Here goes Sun Malkeys to the lead, but not for long. 3 wide. Connor Breeden's going to try to take it on the inside. Coming to the line. Connor Breeden leads the lap. White flag is out. 1 more lap to go. Mitchell Hodak fighting back. Down to the bottom he goes. McCoy slipping. Sam Oscan behind. Trying to get the win here. Still hasn't recovered from that Darlington race. Connor Breeden able to hang on the outside line. I think he's got it. Off turn 4, checkered flag is out. Win number 2. Connor Breeden is going to win it here at Atlanta. And the championship, I don't know, but it might be Tuna McCoy. I'm not going to say anything yet. We'll just have to add up all the points and see. He finishes 14th, which is pretty high compared to everyone else. Oh boy. Anderson is 22nd actually. Okay. Hold on. Maybe there could be a big difference. But that's a lot of points. That's actually a lot of positions. But we'll have to wait and see. Alright, let's take a look at the 4 race results. So here you have it. Connor Breeden only led 2 laps. And there were the last 2. Getting his 2nd win of the season, so no new winner tonight. Mitchell Hodak was very close to getting his 3rd win. I think he led the most laps. Probably have. And Samuel Oscan, a 3rd place finish, but of course not what he wanted. So he'll go winless. Tobin McCoy was close to getting the win, so was Sun Malkeys. They finished 4th and 5th. Ryan Pitchford finishing 6th. Nick Kennedy 7th. Calvin the Nate Calhoun 9th. And Lucas 10th. So McCoy 14th. And we had Anderson in 22nd. 2 of the big ones, who are 4th and 6th. Alright, we don't know yet. Here's the rest of the race results. 30 cars finished the race with 26 finishing on the lead lap. And not a lot of cars got taken out here at Atlanta. A handful of them with mechanical failures, like David Davison with the fuel line, Patrick Reed with the camshaft, and header for Kyle and Bouchard, and Carver Cross with the valve. So that took out 5 cars. And a lot of big ones too, like Carver Cross, who finishes 39th, so we know for sure he is not our champion. So alright. Now I'll take you to victory lane. Then we'll take you to and show you the full race and see who won the championship. Okay, let's take you to victory lane now. Connor Breeden, the winner tonight. So, there you have it. Tuna McCoy has won the championship. What a huge recovery, and man, they definitely deserve it. Tuna McCoy, they've been the best team all season long, and those final few races just took them out. It just shrunk the points lead. He dropped back to 6, but it all worked out in the end here at Atlanta. Richard Anderson, pretty much the exact same stats. Same amount of wins, same amount of top 5, same amount of top 10s. And yeah, even the average finishes, well, he had the better average finish, but probably, of course, there's leading laps, bonus points for that too. So well fought for Richard Anderson. He was 12 points behind. Yeah, I knew 8 spots was just way too much. Cole Colby, yeah, they finished 3rd. Still very, very good. And they probably deserved the championship. Maybe not as much as Tina McCoy, but they were very consistent. And that's what this point system awards, consistency. And yeah, they're pretty damn consistent, but just could not get that win. Had a few too many bad races. Cost them a couple of times, but yeah, still 3rd place. Another rookie, so 2 rookies finishing in the top 5. And also winning the championship too. And Noel Holiday, well, they were up there. They got 3 top 5s and 9 top 10s, scored 1 win, at least. Still a top 5 point finish. But they probably would have won if they didn't have got caught up in the 99, having an issue on the tri-oval or the quad oval. Raymond Fisher still remained in 5th place, but you know what? Still pretty impressive. Still a good season overall for Raymond Fisher, despite not winning a race. Yeah, I mean, the 2014 was up and down. And they just stayed in 5th pretty much for these past few races there, I think. Yeah, they're the only one, I think, that did not even go up or go down at all, so never mind that. Winnie Calhoun, was close to getting a top 5 points finish, but still, yeah, they were able to recover. Yeah, winning at Indy, then putting off some good finishes after that. Finishing 6th. Kenny Johnson finishing 7th. A big turnaround for the O2 team. Karma Crust, if he didn't have the valve break on him, he could have been hoisting that championship trophy. Instead, Tony Green, the 8 car, I wouldn't say championship worthy, but they had a good run. They could have won it all as well. And I don't think anyone would complain that or say they was undeserving, because yeah, it's an old point system. Got to get the most points, of course. But still a top 10 finish by the 8 team. 4 top 5s, 8 top 10s. And the average finish is a 19.84. Toby McCoy gained 6 spots. He won no races. 4 top 5s, 5 top 10s, same as Cole Colby. And his average finish was an even 20. So, good on the 40 team. Mitchell Hodak was so close to getting his 3rd win of the season, so he's tied with the most with the other 3-4 drivers who also got 2 wins. But a great run for the 20, great season for the 20 team. A big turnaround. Was close to getting the top 10, but they got 2 wins, so not too much to complain about that. Samanos Ken in the 31, finishing 12th in the points. They had an okay season, maybe a little bit better than okay, but a good season overall. But came close to winning a race. That first Darlington event probably still stings, but 12th place finish in a season they've had, not too shabby. Connor Breeden winning the last race of the season, gaining 7 spots, finishing 13th in points, 2 wins, 5 top 5s and 8 top 10s. But of course, plagued with inconsistency, but still got the 2 wins. Noodles in the 97 car dropped down to 14th in points after crashing out, finishing last at Atlanta. They got 1 win. That was the second Darlington event. Not too much to say about that, them being the highest performing Roush car. Max Anderson and Alexander Rowe, they dropped to 15th and 16th. I still don't know how those two were up there, close to World Championship contenders, but they were there. Mathematically, yes, they were contenders. But they finished 15th and 16th with no wins at all. Anderson with 2 top 5s, 6 top 10s, and Alexander Rowe 5 top 5s and 7 top 10s. Stephen Oaks 17th in points. Yeah, the McDonald's car was running really good. Then they fell back, finishing 17th in points. Josh King finishing 18th, losing 5 spots. yeah, it's a decent season for the 00 team. They ran okay. Had a few chances to win a race, but not a lot. Scoring them 4 top 5s and 6 top 10s. David Davison, winning that early Martinsville race in the season. They were, kind of pretty inconsistent there. Also plagued with crashes and mechanical failures. Finishing 19th in points, losing 5 spots. David St. Denis finishing 20th. So those are your top 20. Gained the 1 spot after that. Same amount of top 5s and 10s, it looks like, between David Davis and St. Denis. The average finish is not too different either. But for the rest, Tim Randolph in the 77 team, they finished 22nd. Or 21st, sorry. They made a mistake there. As at 21st there for Tim Randolph. Yeah, another team that was there in the first half, but fell back in the second half and never recovered. So the halfway point curse for some. And of course the opposite for the others, like Kenny Johnson and Mitchell Hodak. Lucas E. in the 17 car, the Sonoma winner, finishes 22nd. They got themselves a win at least. 2 top 5s and 8 top 10s, so a lot of top 10s right there for the 17 team. Muhammad Zain Abdullah, 2 wins this season for him. But again, fell off, finishes 23rd. He also could have been up there. Sam Malki was close to getting that win in Atlanta, finishes 24th, gaining 6 spots. Michael Brown gained 1 spot. Another team, well, they didn't really last long in the top 10. So they had some fun up there, eventually just fell back. And they only scored 1 top 5 finish this season. Christian Vargas, 26th. Also up there, but eventually, just not with those stats. 1 top 5, 3 top 10s. Jeff Scott as well. We saw him up there. 27th. He led the most laps at Atlanta and probably should have won that race. But then fuel system problems relegate him back into finishing 27th with no change. Wes McCoy, 28th, gained 4 spots. Not much to say about the 22 team. He was pretty much quiet all season long. And not really a big contender for wins at all, I don't think. Nelson Reeves, he lost 7 spots. So tied for the most with Noodles. They're losing the most. 29th. And the 11 team, well, they're up there once or twice. I don't know how many times they had a chance to win a race, but it's definitely not a lot. Carlos Rodriguez, he won Daytona under yellow. And that was it. He got 1 win, finishing 30th in points. 3 top 5s and 5 top 10s, though. Yeah, and 1 victory, and it was at the big stage. Daniel Bouchard also, he lost 6 spots, finishing 31st. He also got himself the victory. 5 top 5s, 6 top 10s. Ryan Pitchard. I remember Charlotte being a good race for him. Other than that, not much else to say. Bad season for the 60 team. Colin Cropley. He won Rockingham. But that's it. Yeah, again, a lot of these winners back here just won a race or just got a top 5. And that's all they got to show for this season. But for the ones who got a win, at least they got 1. Ryan Butcher. He got the win at Michigan, the second Michigan event. But that was his only victory, his only highlight. But yeah, that's a big highlight there, though, with the win. Jaron Cobblin in the 44 team, that Martinsville win, that Martinsville race. A costly mistake. He led the most laps, was going to lead them all probably and win the race. But yeah, costly mistake there. And I think that was his only chance, his only close chance there. Patrick Mew. Not much to say. Probably just wants to forget about this season. Bobo O'Reilly won the California race. Finished 37th. Got themselves in the win column. Chris Kyle has won 2 races this season. Pocono and Homestead. But 38th eventually. Ibrahimon, 39th. Again, not much to say for the 2 team. A season to forget for sure. Dale Nugent for the 25 team. Finishing 40th. Yeah, but definitely wasn't a contender for any wins there. Nick Kennedy, 41st. Had quite a bit of top 5s compared to the guys around him. 4 top 5s and 6 top 10s. The average finishes at 24.6. No wins for him, though. So yeah, definitely a season to forget. And Brad Cheston, he won the first Michigan event. Put 2 top 5s and 2 top 10s to round it all off. But yeah, Brad Chesson, despite winning a race, he finishes last, the 5-time ISCR champion. Yeah, that's definitely a bad one. So for the full statistics, since we don't do overtime finishes, everything is correct. So we ran a total of 793 laps and 1,295 miles. But usually all these things no one really cares about anyways. Points breakdown. Yeah, there's that. Top 5 starts are all alphabetical order because there's no part-time drivers. And for the most wins, Chris Kyle, Connor Breen, Mohammed Zainadil, Mitchell Hodak, and Richard Anderson. So 5 drivers scoring 2 wins. No one was able to get the 3rd win. And the most top 5s was by Alexander Rowe, Connor Breen, Danny Bouchard, Mitchell Hodak, and Noodles with 5. Most top 10s is by Crust and Holiday with 9. Breton, Lucas, and Anderson with 8. Most pulls, Noodles, Randolph, McCoy, Calhoun with 2. O'Reilly with 1, and everyone else with 1. As if they're tied. It's pretty much all alphabetical order after that. Most laps was by Cole Colby, 729 laps. He turned around Whitney Calhoun 697, Stephen Oak 687, Tim Randolph 682, and our champion Tina McCoy 667. Most laps led was by Noodle with 68, Pitcher Hodak led the second most with 66, Tina McCoy with 49, Colin Cropley with 44, and Raymond Fisher with 41. Most mile was by, well, pretty much by Cole Colby, 171, Whitney Calhoun, and 1137, Alexander Rowe 1074, Tim Randolph 1073, Conor Cross 1069. Nice. So general statistics, the fastest average of the season was at the first race of the season was at Daytona. Rodriguez was the winner. So was at Bristol. Tina McCoy was the winner. Indianapolis was the biggest margin, over a second. Talladega was the second closest, or not second closest, was the closest. By, well, it was a 7/1000th of a second, but they rounded out to 100th of a second. Fastest pole was at Richmond. Stephen Noakes was the driver of that. Slowest pole was at Calvin, was at Martinsville. Most lead changes was at Daytona. That was the first Daytona event with 18. Most leader was also the same race, Daytona with 14. Most yellow was at Bristol with 8. Caution flag is the most car running was at Poconos, so no race had all 42 cars finish, and the most DNS was at Indianapolis with 34 cars getting taken out. So that is it. That concludes Season 1 of the ISCR Throwback Series. It was a rebuild of all the classic series we've had. So if we ever do Season 2, we could throw it back all the way to the Grand National days. Or we could do a Busch style. Or Nextel Cup. But not COT. We have our own separate series for COT, and I don't think it's old enough to be considered a throwback series. Not yet, at least. So yeah, that concludes the ISCR Throwback Series Season 1. Tina McCoy, congratulations to him. He is our champion, and definitely a well-deserving champion. He didn't luck out. And eventually all worked out because he had those bad races at the end. Was 6 entering the last race, and then they all had bad races. He ran clean, he ran good, avoided all the wrecks. I think I got up a little bit in that first one, but overall, he got the big break. Man, it must have been very stressful for him, but yep, he is our champion. So yep, hopefully you enjoy this series. It was definitely fun to do, had a lot of action, and all that good stuff. And I hope to see you in the next series, whatever series I do next. For now, and well, I don't know why. I could have just ended off with that. You know I'm bad with this stuff, so yeah. We'll hopefully see you in the next series, whichever one that is. Or, yeah, whatever. Okay, done now.